Mahlzeit und willkommen zurück zum SciFi Sunday. Endlich wieder Star Trek Resurgence, nachdem es ja letzte Woche ausgefallen ist. Ja, deswegen auch heute live. Nun können wir es ein bisschen länger machen. Hallöchen, Marso90, herzlich willkommen. Ja, und ich würde sagen, wir machen einfach mal direkt weiter. Der letzte Wächter. Wir sind ja auf dem Planeten von dem Tkon-Wächter gelandet. Ihr erinnert euch vielleicht? Da, wo die Enterprise D auch schon mal war. Und da hoffen wir jetzt, dass wir von dem Hilfe bekommen. Oder zumindest Informationen, wie die aufzuhalten sind. So. Na dann wollen wir den mal suchen. So, was haben wir denn hier Schönes? Wieder so eine Tricorder-Geschichte, was ja irgendwie klar war. Na, hast du was zu erzählen? Ja, wäre nicht gut. Das wäre nicht gut, nicht? Irgendwelche Points of Interest? Nicht wirklich. Tja, kann ja mal den Tricorder zur Hand nehmen. Vielleicht leuchtet ja irgendwo irgendwas, aber ich sehe hier erstmal nichts. Nö. So, dann gehen wir mal darüber, ne? Einfach mal kicken, ob keiner kickt. Wenigstens haben wir jetzt hier gerade keine Ferengis an der Backe oder sowas. So wie die Riker und sein Team damals. Okay, man hört nichts vom Spiel. Ich werde mal gucken, ob ich das ändern kann. Und zwar, Gesamtlautstärke ist schon auf volle Pulle. Okay. Einen Augenblick. Ha, das ist ja großartig. Danke für den Hinweis. Danke für den Hinweis. Es lag am OBS. Ärgerlich. Ärgerlich.
Or did that path just disappear?
There was a path there a moment ago.
There must be an explanation.
Ich denke, jetzt sollte es auf jeden Fall wieder hörbar sein. So, scannen. Scannen. Ah, jetzt.
Tetrametric pulses.
Same energy as the other Tkon technology.
Most of the crystals appear dormant. What's different about this one?
Readings indicate there's a cavity in the rock right behind it.
We could try melting a hole through the wall with our phasers.
Worth a try.
Okay.
Nothing.
There's gotta be a weakness. Somewhere it isn't totally solid.
Sehr schön. Also haben wir das Soundproblem auf jeden Fall geklärt. Wunderbar.
Whoa!
An illusion.
I'm sure that wall was as real as the rest of them. I felt it.
It's almost like our holodeck technology, but far more advanced.
Ja, deutlich fortgeschritten.
Crystals must be absorbing the energy from our phasers.
I'm picking up something. A biosignature. It's faint, but it's there.
With me.
Eine Biosignatur. Das ist doch bestimmt der Wächter. Aber bei dem waren wir ja gar nicht schlüssig. Beziehungsweise Rikers Team damals. Ob der nur lebendig ist oder nicht.
Another dead end.
Or another illusion.
Na, ich tippe auf die Illusion auf jeden Fall.
Crewman LaRue, if you would.
Deval to Resolute. Beam crewman LaRue directly to medical.
Is he
Staun.
okay?
He'll live.
Not all crystals work the same, it seems.
Don't fire your phasers at any crystals unless we're sure they're putting out the same pulses as before.
Commander, I may be able to speed up the process. I can now detect many different wavelengths of radiation simply by looking. The Takan radiation is unusual, so I can't quite clear it all up, but I was able to eliminate many of the non-tetrametric crystals. Your tricorder should warn you.
That's an enormous help. Thank you, Lieutenant.
It's my honor.
Tja, wegen uns hat sie ja das Augenlicht verloren. Also. Okay, finde mit Hilfe des Tricorders tetrametrische Kristalle und feuer mit deinem Phaser auf sie. Tetrametrische Strahlung ist auf dem Tricorder erkennbar. Na denn. Das zum Beispiel nehme ich mal an. Ja.
Tetrametric. Good sign.
Okay. Wollen wir den mal wegphasern, würde ich sagen, was?
Commander!
Look at that.
Trust, but verify.
Indeed.
Ja. Vertrauen ist gut, Kontrolle ist besser, würde ich auch so sehen. Recht tiefe Schlucht.
We don't have any data about what's below the surface on Delphi Ardu-4. And I don't feel a particularly strong urge to find out.
Then that makes two of us.
Ja. Ist bestimmt zu weit weg, aber das sieht wieder nach der Strahlung aus. Ja, uns was zu erzählen.
Aside from the breathable atmosphere, this is a remarkably inhospitable planet. Traces indicate there was once living flora, but it's been dead so long it's practically turned to stone.
From what Portal told Riker, it was an outpost to defend the far edge of the Takan Empire.
Well, it's not that now. Now, it's a grave.
Ja, wenn er das sagt. Joggen wir mal rüber. Oder auch nicht. Gut. Abgeschnitten vom Rest des Teams, würde ich mal meinen. Garstig.
I assume you've noticed the bridge we crossed to get here is no longer tangible.
Ach, echt?
Ah, bit of a problem.
If logic prevails, there's a way to get it back by finding the right crystal to phaser. I'm getting some faint tetrametric readings from inside that mountain.
Then I'll head over there.
And I'll stay here, in case the bridge decides to come back.
Genau, bewachen wir die Schlucht. Macht Sinn für mich.
Good.
Gut, sagt sie. Mal schauen, ob das gut ist. Probieren wir es mal. Na gut, wir haben zumindest den Berg geöffnet, wa? Uns da drin mal umschauen. Ja, Strahlenwerte haben wir keine. Jetzt hat er sich gemeldet, da muss hier was sein. Zocken. Der Große da, oder was?
Better go see what's different.
Finde den letzten Kristall mit Hilfe des Tricorders. Witzig. Ja, vielleicht? Weil der hat ja keine Welle ausgesandt. Huh. Er bimmelt schon wieder. Aber was will er mir sagen? Ah. Treffe ich den von hier? Na? Kann auch nur auf den schießen. Na gut, gucken wir mal. Hier irgendwas passiert? Nicht doch den Phaser. Ich wollte da den Tricorder haben. Also so wirklich? Unterschied sehe ich nicht. Auf den hatten wir geschossen. Gerade ein bisschen... Au! Er hat sich gewehrt. War schon ganz schön frech. Naja, du bimmelst. Ich hab's gemerkt. Korderchen. Aber auf welchen? Das bringt ja nichts. Kann ja auf den nicht schießen. Also ich kann schon, es passiert nur nichts. Von dem offenen Balkon könnte auf einem entfernten Gipfel ein Kristall geben. Danke für den Hinweisspiel. Danke. Ha! Den Wald vor Bäumen nicht. Wer kennt's? Wer kennt's?
The way's clear. Good work, Commander.
We'll make sure it's safe.
Na denn, Mann, rin. Tiefer rin in den Berg. Stellt sich die Frage, wo ist der Scheißer? Wo ist er? Erinnert mich irgendwie an diese endlos lange Sequenz in diesem Bergwerk. Wobei, da war mehr Action.
Incredible.
The plants here are actually alive. Is this the biosignature you detected, Doctor?
No. Not a match.
Tetrametric.
Then it's creating an illusion as well.
Based on the data we have so far.
Only one thing left to do.
Doctor, be ready to beam us out if it turns out we're wrong.
Devolve to Resolute. Lock transporter on away team.
Okay, alle Mann feuern, wa? Und was passiert nun?
Amazing.
Es blitzdings.
Nothing like this in any Federation record.
The plans.
Die Pflänzchen sind verschwunden. Oh oh.
Barbarians.
It's him.
How dare you disturb me? I'd hoped you had enough sense to leave of your own accord, but here you stand. Fools.
Na, 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 na.
In another time, I would have destroyed you and your ship simply for setting foot in this place. Fortunately for you, that time has passed.
Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. We've come a long way to meet you.
Guardian? I am guardian of nothing. The Takan no longer exist. Don't care to be reminded. If this is why you've come, then you should leave. Now.
We need your help.
My help?
You're the only one we can ask.
You're hiding something. Futile.
The Resolute's database is being accessed.
The Takan have returned? After so long, how could they? Explain. Now.
Draconian technology made it possible. To enable the transfer of consciousness from one being to another after physical death. We call it bioforming. A group of Draconians calling themselves Scions of the Flame used it to reawaken after hundreds of millennia.
Scions of the Flame?
Is something wrong?
I'd hardly call them Tekon. They were a radical faction with beliefs outside the mainstream.
Natürlich waren sie das.
Beliefs that lesser life forms should serve as vessels to ensure Tekon immortality. You want me to help you destroy them. That's why you've come. You want to destroy these
Wir wollen Frieden. Eigentlich wollen wir ja Frieden. Ja, vor allen Dingen müssen wir sie erstmal finden und wissen, wie wir sie aufhalten. Aber wir sagen mal Frieden.
There is a war looming that could engulf the Quadrant. We want you to help us bring about peace before it gets to that point.
Peace always comes at a cost.
Ja, das ist normal.
They have an incredibly powerful energy source they call the Cartabula.
These Scions have the Cartabula.
And they've used it as a weapon against us.
I will speak with you alone.
Hoppala. Er ist krass. Er ist krass. Alter. Haben sie echt gut umgesetzt. Nice.
Where are we? Where's my team?
They're safe where we left them. That the Scions have stolen the Cartabula is deeply concerning. And to be honest, I'd rather speak with you alone, John Rydick.
Okay. Das ist auch so eine kleine Drama Queen irgendwie, oder? Ich meine, ich find's stylisch, mir gefällt's, aber der haut schon ganz schön auf die Kacke, nur um allein mit uns zu reden. Naja. So, erzähl, mein Junge. Ich brauche Informationen.
Your colleagues don't know what it means to be the last of one's kind. You and I are remnants of fallen civilizations. The Kobliad, the Tekon. One dying, one dead. Our species could not be more different, but we both know the meaning of loss. The others wouldn't understand.
Ich
It's
spüre ihren
beyond their
Schmerz.
ability to comprehend.
I see you're hurting, and I understand your pain. But pain shouldn't stop us from moving forward.
You do not understand me, nor the pain I feel for the loss of our once glorious empire.
Naja, ich meine, Millennia alleine verbringen, das kann ich natürlich nicht nachvollziehen. Ist das cool gemacht. Ganz schön abgefahrener Schüssel, wie ich finde. Okay, ja gut, wir ein bisschen schneller hier, ne?
Tell me, why spend your days away from your own people when so few of them are left? Why live your life working for this federation to which the Kobliad do not even belong? And submit yourself to their authority.
Ich glaube an die Prinzipien. Ich musste etwas tun. Föderation hilft den Kobliaden. Prinzipien.
The Federation isn't an authority to be obeyed. At its heart, it's a set of principles meant to ensure the survival and safety of all species, regardless of their origin. You told Riker to wait until you were needed. You're needed now. We need you.
As much as it pains me to learn the Cartabula has fallen into the hands of the Scions, my services are not up for offer.
Ja, dann sag uns einfach, was wir machen sollen, Junge. Schring, 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 ring, ring. Wir brauchen Infos. Oder eine Waffe. Oder Infos und eine Waffe.
As a portal was to give one's entire self to the cause of protecting the Tekon Empire. I left behind everything I know, and now you want me to turn against my own people.
Tja.
Betrayal of my oath.
informierten Betrüger, die Zeit der Tekon ist vorbei. Sie töten, um zurückzukehren. Ja, das stimmt allerdings.
Every Tekon that comes back does so by stealing someone's body. They are killing to come back.
What you call bioforming, we thought of as a marginal science.
Unbedeutende Wissenschaft.
If these reborn Tekon plan to restore the Empire, is that a disaster to be avoided? Tekonian technology is so advanced, it could save millions of species currently on the brink of extinction, including your own. And at the price of a small few, think of how the many could benefit. Instead,
ja, Maro, da muss ich dir recht geben. Das ist schon echt gut. Also, das ist ja von den Telltale-Entwicklern oder einem Teil der Telltale-Entwickler und das merkt man auch. Aber das hier haben sie richtig gut gemacht. Es gibt einen Grund fürs Verschwinden. Wir werden uns nicht einfach ergeben. Sie wussten, dass Bio-Dings falsch ist.
That's because you knew it was wrong. Wrong to employ on an individual basis, and surely wrong on a galactic scale.
You are correct. The Tekon did not use bioforming on a large scale. That the way these scions are using it would not have been accepted when the Empire still stood. I'm curious to see these scions masquerading as true Tekon. So I will go with you, and we shall find them. But when we do, I will judge them myself as a guardian of the Tekon. To understand their true intentions.
Meinetwegen stellen Sie uns nicht in den Weg. Na, ich werde Ihnen jetzt nicht drohen, wa? Das ist Ihr Recht. Ja, komm mal mit.
It's certainly your right to make your own decisions. I won't tell you otherwise.
Very well. I'll return.
Krasser Dude, ey.
Commander.
Waffen
Hold your
weg.
fire. I'm all right. He's coming with us.
We assumed the worst.
She's perfectly fine. Now then, shall we?
All right. We can beam up your... Do you have any equipment or tools?
Er hat seine helle Bade, das wird ihm reichen.
Whoa.
Okay.
This is all I need.
Krass.
Away team +1. Ready to beam up.
Der ist beeindruckend. Also, wirklich. Krass. Ah, jetzt geht's bei Carter Diaz weiter. Wir haben da ja noch ein Schiff zu befreien.
Four warp cores. That's interesting.
Redundancy. If one goes down in battle, we can still operate.
Makes this more difficult, though.
This ship can maintain warp with half the cores offline. We'll need to disable 3 of them.
Where are the engine schematics? Power flow routing charts.
We're soldiers, not engineers.
Tja,
I thought you would know.
freut ihr euch jetzt, uns dabei zu haben?
We understand how to operate it,
Ah, nee, komm, ihr macht euren Teil.
but not the intricacies.
We'll do our part, you do yours. Anything that comes through that door, stop it.
That I can do.
You at least know where we should start?
This way.
This way, sagt sie. Na denn. Auf geht's. Ein interessanter Maschinenraum auf jeden Fall. Ja, ja, krass, krass.
What are we dealing with?
Erstmal scannen, natürlich. Standardvorgehen. Okay, einer von 3 Hinweisen. Gucken wir hier. Strahlenschirm, okay. Da muss noch irgendwas sein. Einen Hinweis übersehe ich. Okay, hier Kühlmittel, Analyse, Messwerte, Dingens. Okay.
Cores are running really hot. Makes sense, since they've been producing at max output since we left Hotari space.
No ship can run for very long like that. Not before a catastrophic failure hits.
It's right on the edge. We just need to figure out a way to give it a push.
I bet that console down there could tell us a few things.
Okay, also den Warpkern überlasten. So würde ich das jetzt verstehen. Beziehungsweise 3 davon.
Whatever we do, we need to make sure the Takan can't undo it.
So we need a way to permanently disable the reactors that won't destroy the ship and kill us all in the process.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Warp core ejection. The question is,
Ja, daran habe ich auch gedacht.
how do we make it happen?
Puh, untersuche Kühlsysteme. Reaktorstatus, Sicherheitsprotokolle. Das alle Optionen, die ich habe? Ne, hier auch noch was. Computersperre. Okay, fangen wir mit der Computersperre an.
They've locked out the controls here too. No surprise there.
I can't release it.
So if we want to get the core out, we'll have to force the system to do it.
Or trick it.
Okay. Kühlsysteme überlasten vielleicht, wenn es
coolant
geht.
system is operating at emergency containment levels.
It's just barely keeping the temperature in check.
Maybe we can use that. If it gets this high, their system considers a reactor breach imminent.
Status.
Like we saw on the bridge, all 4 warp cores are operating at full capacity.
Und
The safety protocols don't look much different from the Resolute. Breach protection. Reduce output, command override. Cease matter, antimatter flow, command override. Emergency warp core ejection. Computer control.
Even command functions can't override one of the most crucial safety measures.
So the protocol's still active. That's good. Looks like if sensors show a core is about to rupture, the computer will eject it automatically rather than risk a breach.
So we need to increase the warp core's temperatures.
If we destroy the coolant regulators, there won't be anything to keep these reactors from going over.
And it will trigger the ejection. Let's peel these suckers open. I'll take that one.
okay.
The one next to it.
The second you two start dumping cores, the Takan will know we're here.
We'll be vulnerable.
Ah,
Stuck in one place while
ich
you...
bin gut unter Druck.
We will have to make a stand.
Ja, fangt an, über unseren Fluchtweg
Start thinking
nachzudenken.
about an escape plan. I have a feeling we're gonna need one.
Ja, das denke ich auch.
We'll barricade the door. Work quickly.
Na denn. Quickly, quickly. So, du fängst hier an, hast du gesagt. Soll ich denn hier rüber gehen? Was war das? Hinabgehen. Okay. Ja, dann bin ich ja wieder hier unten. Bringt mir jetzt nicht so viel, ne? Work quickly. Und was mache ich? Ich probiere erstmal eine Leiter aus. Ja, so muss das laufen. So. Nee. Nee, nee. Muss ich doch zu ihr? Nee, da falle ich nicht nochmal drauf rein. Nein, nein.
We might not have our tools, but our phasers can do this in a pinch.
Okay. Sesam, öffne dich.
We better get this right. If we foul it up and this whole thing goes boom... Don't know how much damage
War's das mit der Galaxie? Werden wir nicht mehr da sein?
Accidentally crack it open.
Dann war's das mit der Galaxie.
There goes the galaxy.
Could be that bad.
We'll get it right.
It's not a Starfleet warp core, but the coolant regulator has to be in here somewhere.
Ja. Genau, schön aufschweißen das Ganze. Na, bleib da in der Mitte. Na. Na, komm. Geht doch mit dir.
Time to heat things up.
Na?
Warning. Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Wumms.
Okay, now they're definitely gonna know we're down here.
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Just one more to go.
They're here.
Natürlich, das war klar.
We don't have much time.
Okay, same
Geht
as
gleich die
before.
Ballerei
We
los.
just gotta...
Nicht doch stehen bleiben. Okay. Ah, Mist, verfluchter. Ah. Wie schnell die um... Alter. Mist. Arg. Wir machen das im Story-Modus weiter. Dafür ist mir die Schusssteuerung einfach zu ungenau.
We just gotta...
Ist halt auch kein Shooter, darf man ja nicht vergessen. Ist zwar ein bisschen die Herausforderung weg, aber wie gesagt. Mann. Seht ja, die treffen mich an einer Tour. Fühlen wir uns lieber ein bisschen wie Starfleet Rambo. So. Ja, es ist schon geil in Szene gesetzt. Oh oh.
Hey! Would you mind not shooting at the matter-antimatter reactor?
Nicht gut, nicht
I'll
gut.
cover you.
What? No!
Get the warp core done, or we're all dead.
Tja. Weiter geht die Ballerei. Ach, komm. Na gut, dann muss es wohl ich machen.
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
So, damit werden wir jetzt wohl die Warp-Geschwindigkeit verlieren.
Engaged.
Sehr gut. Jetzt müssen wir immer noch da irgendwie rauskommen.
Did it.
Natürlich haben wir es geschafft, Mann. Wir sind Starfleet.
Got that escape plan for me?
I think so.
Oh Mann. Wir werden immer mehr ausgedünnt, ey.
Mitaska, can you climb?
Wahrscheinlich
I'll see
nicht.
you on the parade grounds of Sorella, my friend.
Ei, ei, ei. Nicht gut. Stark. Stark. Wirklich cool in Szene gesetzt. Heroisch.
You want me? I'm right here.
Die Mucke auch dazu, ey. Ihr solltet das vielleicht nicht beobachten.
Not you too.
Calm yourself, child.
Oh nee. Scheiße.
It will all be better soon.
Ach. Die sind so garstig, ey. Mann, Mann, Mann.
Wake up, Manko Umet. Return to us. Rejoin the flame.
To reclaim what was lost.
You don't need to watch this.
I do. I want to remember every moment when I make them pay. But this isn't the end. I will avenge Itasca. Swear to me, you will join me in this.
How about we try to save her?
That's a dream.
Es gibt noch Hoffnung.
As long as she's alive and her memories are still in there, there's still hope.
Hope is what you turn to when you have nothing left you can do. And there's still something I can do for Itasca. And I shall.
Okay, zurück auf der Resolute. Ein Fremder in unserer Mitte. Will auch so einen Handschuh.
There's so much I want to ask you.
There's so little I can tell you. I'm a portal, not a scientist, but I'll certainly do my best. I can only assume this is one of your older starships. I would think, given the importance of your mission, they might send a ship of a more recent vintage. But,
Okay.
apparently
Ist ein
not.
Forschungsschiff.
The Resolute is primarily a research vessel, if that's what you mean. Not a warship.
Although she has been known to hold her own in a fight.
Against what?
Krass ist der überheblich.
Something wrong?
Not at all. The galaxy has grown more diverse since the days of the Tekon Empire.
Because you conquered everyone who didn't look like you.
To the contrary. Most lesser civilizations willingly joined the Empire to enjoy the benefits of an advanced way of life. But that expansion came with its own set of problems, so
Wie bei den
I
Römern.
admire your ability to diversify without creating conflict. That was always our challenge. And perhaps, ultimately, our downfall.
Ja, Vielfalt ist unsere größte Stärke.
The Federation prides itself on its inclusiveness. I'd say it's one of our greatest strengths.
As the Vulcans say, infinite diversity in infinite combinations.
Interesting. I'd be curious to meet one of these Vulcans.
Und das lässt sich vielleicht sogar noch machen. Als Spock wiederkommt.
If this is the best you have, then so be it. To locate this scion, Galvan, I'll need full access to your ship's systems.
Uiuiui, ob das der Captain gut findet?
Huh. You must be out of your mind.
No, I'm right here, completely in my mind. Given this is merely a research ship, I won't be able to find him without it. Perhaps I should have made that clear up front.
Es wird nicht
I
leicht
need to
werden.
make certain modifications.
Na, ich schau mal, was ich machen kann.
I can't promise anything, but let me see what I can do.
Just know, without it, I won't be able to help you.
This isn't gonna fly.
I'll see you on the bridge.
Jetzt muss ich den Captain
I'd like to introduce you
überreden.
to Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire.
Pleasure to meet you, Captain.
Likewise. I can't say I've ever met a portal before. There is no modern equivalent. Not within
Eine
the
angesehene
Federation.
Position. Bereit uns zu helfen. Wir können vom Glück reden, ihn dabei zu haben. Auf jeden Fall, ja.
We are incredibly lucky that Portal has agreed to join us.
Your first officer makes a very persuasive argument.
So I've noticed. You spent 600,000 years at your post. That certainly takes an uncommon level of dedication.
We all have our duty.
Of course. But I'm curious. You were stationed there in preparation for what exactly?
Any and all threats to the Empire.
An empire that no longer exists. Which suggests you weren't very successful.
Oh, Captain.
You said you needed my help. I didn't come here to be insulted. Perhaps that was a mistake. I'd be happy to return to Delphi Ardu at any time.
Meint es nicht so. Sie sind nicht schuld.
Of course, the fall of the Empire had nothing to do with you. We know that.
Do you? Because it seems your captain has a different opinion.
I'm merely curious where your allegiances might lie. And clearly it's with the Takan.
Yes, Captain. You have found me out and exposed my true loyalties. To the Takan, not to the Scions of the Flame, who do nothing more than tarnish us in name and reputation and don't deserve to be called Takan. That's why I'm here. And if you'd be so kind as to give me access to your ship's systems, we can get on with it. And you can stop wasting my time.
Access to our systems? That's completely out of the question. Tell me that's not what you promised. We're vulnerable enough as it is.
Ich habe nichts versprochen. Versteht die Bedenken. Das ist unsere beste Chance. Naja, die Bedenken.
Captain, I understand your concern, and I don't necessarily disagree.
Ah, now I understand your reluctance. I never imagined offering to help would be met with such ignorance.
If you're not enjoying your visit to our ship, we'd be more than happy to let you wither away back on your pathetic little...
Alter.
Captain?
You clearly do not appreciate the magnitude of the threat the Scions pose. So myopic is your focus on your own ego. I will not be leaving until they have been found.
Commander Rydek, a word.
Mann, dieser Captain, ey, der ist doch nicht mehr ganz bei Trost, oder?
Think. I waited 600,000 years for this.
You realize this puts me in an incredibly difficult position. I was against seeking him out from the start, but now, to give him access to our systems? It's insane. And you somehow expect me to believe his allegiance is with us? You heard what he said in there. There's no way we can
Er ist auf
trust him.
unserer Seite. Vielleicht haben Sie recht. Er ist ein Takan und kein Erbe. Ich werde jetzt hier mal den Standpunkt
I
vertreten.
might otherwise agree, but you're missing the most important point. He's a Takan, and he may be loyal to the Takan, but not to the Scions of the Flame. He's against everything they believe in. You heard what he said.
There's too much at stake to be wrong on this.
We sought him out for a reason. To help him find our missing crew, Galvin, and those Elydian ships. This is the plan we agreed to with Ambassador Spock.
Which I never liked. But here we are.
Tja,
You know what this mission means to us. Not just for the Federation, but for me personally.
Mann, es geht nicht um
I
dich,
can't
du
afford
Vogel.
another screw up. Losing the shield algorithms was bad enough. This...
Hier geht's um mehr als nur Sie. Jetzt reicht's wirklich.
I'm sorry, Captain. You know I support you, but millions of lives and the future of the Federation are at stake here. Both of which are more important right now than your career.
It's not just mine. It's both of ours.
Then so be it.
I'm going to trust your instincts on this one.
Ja, besser wär's.
I just hope you're right. For both of our sakes. Let me know if you find anything.
We're good. You may begin.
I will, of course, have to make a few modifications.
What kind of modifications?
To find Taconian technology requires Taconian technology.
Upgrade.
If this Cyan Gallivan modified his ships, then I must do likewise.
Ja, gerne. Gerne. Jetzt wird's
The
kristallin.
galaxy is nearly infinite in size and complexity. This may take a moment.
Lass dir Zeit, Kumpel. Lass dir Zeit.
I found something. There you are.
Schön.
What is it?
Sorry.
Someone is using Taconian technology. I can't get the precise bearings, but it's located in the Palisades cluster.
I'll let the captain know.
Na denn.
Rydick to Solano. I think Portal may have located Galvin.
I'll be right there.
I'm getting all kinds of interference. Almost impossible to lock on the energy signature.
Where's he hiding?
In the Palisades cluster.
Interesting. Can you lock in on the location?
Not until you get me closer.
Lieutenant Handar, set a course for the Palisades cluster.
Aye, Captain.
Well, I suppose I owe you an apology. You were right after all. That's what I get for questioning the advice of my first officer. You always have my back.
Ja, die Bedenken waren ja berechtigt, ne?
No apology necessary. Your concerns were valid.
Nonetheless, I should learn to trust your instincts, which were absolutely right. Nice work. Let me know if you find anything more.
Will do. What's wrong?
I didn't want to say anything until I was certain. But the reason for the interference is simple. There's a Taconian device on this ship being used to block the signal. Whoever planted it was exceptionally clever. They knew how and where to hide it. But they have underestimated my abilities.
Sie haben nicht mal damit gerechnet, dass du auftauchen wirst.
Engineering.
Take care of the Taconian device, and I can find Galvan for you. It's designed to interfere with all transmissions, or at least delay and confuse the effort to find Galvan's
Warum
ship.
vertrauen Sie mir? Gute
Why
Frage.
would you trust me with this?
I cannot be sure I trust anyone on this ship, but you and I came to an understanding on Delphi R2. That will have to be enough.
Don't worry, I'll get this fixed. We're going to find that ship.
Na denn, suchen wir mal den Apparillo.
Engineers would have found this device already if it wasn't well hidden. Better to rely on my tricorder.
Selbstverständlich. Was wären wir ohne einen Tricorder?
There's a lot of noise in here. I should scan the device putting out the most radiation to filter it out.
Das wäre in dem Fall doch der Warpkern, würde ich sagen. Ja?
That's better. Most other radiation sources in here are well contained. There's definitely tetrametric radiation nearby. But even with the gain boosted, it's getting drowned out by other sources of radiation in here.
Drüben? Ich glaube, hier kommen wir der Sache näher. Ah ja. Gucken.
A little bit of harmless radiation leakage here, but enough to mask the tetrametric pulses. Easy enough to cancel out. There's still something drowning out the tetrametric radiation. I need to find it so I could filter it out as well.
Okay. Da drüben. Strahlenquelle. Jeffreys-Röhre.
Jeffrey's tubes thump harmonics from all over the ship. I'll filter that out. There we go. I'm getting a clear tetrametric signal now.
Kriegst du? Wenn sie sagt, sie kriegt. Okay. Dorten. Irgendwo hier drin. Da. Ha!
Found it.
Excuse me. Do you belong here?
Hallo?
Commander Rydek. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you.
Paul. Calloway, right?
Yes. You know, it means a lot that you remembered. What, are you doing back here? I don't mean to pry, but first officers don't usually go digging around engineering compartments.
Routineüberprüfung, ne?
Just a routine systems check. We've been having problems with our comms lately.
Oh, that's news to me. I haven't heard anything about it.
Probably because the comm system isn't working. Have you seen anyone else in here recently that might seem out of the ordinary? Maybe someone who doesn't work in engineering.
Not that I can think of, but I can ask around. I'm here almost all the time, but maybe someone else noticed something?
Seien Sie diskret.
That would be great. Just be discreet about it. I don't want anyone to be alarmed.
Discretion is my specialty. Well, I'll leave you alone already.
Ja, besser ist das. Ich muss da ein paar Kristalle abkratzen.
Come to think of it, that Hotari woman was down here earlier with Dr. Duvall finishing the last of the bioscans.
Tylus?
That would be out of the ordinary, right?
Thank you.
Die wird doch keine von denen sein, die Tylus, oder was? Wann sollen sie die denn übernommen haben?
Maybe Tylus saw something.
Na denn. Quatschen wir sie gleich mal an. Was war da los gewesen? Erzähl mal.
Can I speak to you for a moment?
Of course. Is something wrong?
Ja, das werden wir jetzt rausfinden.
There's something happening. I may need your help. This is important.
How can I help?
When you were in engineering with Dr. Duvall, did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Or anyone?
Not particularly. Why?
I found this, hidden in a compartment down there.
That's Draconian technology. Does that mean there's a Scion on board? But Dr. Duvall bioscanned everyone. Every deck, every crew member. I've seen the logs.
Könnte Miranda gewesen sein. Müssen jeden Kontakt zurückverfolgen?
Someone evaded detection and planted that device.
Which would mean they've been with us this whole time. Watching, listening.
All the more reason why we have to find them.
It could be anyone.
That includes both of us.
You want me to get scanned? Better to know for sure, right? I'll admit, I was around the Scions as much as anybody.
Schwierig. Ja, ich vertraue dir.
You don't have to do that. I trust you.
If it makes you feel any better, it's not me, I promise you.
I know.
But that doesn't mean it's not you.
Okay.
Clear.
Don't sound so surprised.
You spend plenty of time with the Scions as well. You never know.
Das ist wohl wahr.
Let's get to it. The search starts in engineering. Whoever planted the device most likely did it within the last few hours. So I'll start by running a scan, tracking everyone who came through engineering over the last day, in reverse order.
This could take forever to sort through the number of people that were in engineering.
Delegation der Hotari. Duplikate. Die Delegation der Hotari.
Cross-referencing this list with everyone who's traveled to Hotari.
That helps.
Duplikate, wenn ich das jetzt alles machen muss.
Filter out the duplicates.
This is manageable.
Okay, nicht Maschinenraumpersonal von mir aus.
Filtering for outliers. People who don't work in engineering. Let's see who's left. No, this can't be right.
What?
Of the people that went to Hotari and visited engineering, it could only have been Captain Solano.
According to this, he was here while you went down to Delphi Ardu 4. Which would have been the perfect opportunity. And no
Das ist
one
niederschmetternd.
He's the captain.
Logisches Ziel. Das ist niederschmetternd.
I've known Captain Solano for almost my entire life. I wouldn't be here, or who I am, without his help and guidance. If this is true, if they really got him, then this is just devastating.
I know it doesn't look good, but we don't know for sure. Not yet.
What happened when Dr. Duval bioscanned Captain Solano?
That's just it. She never did.
How is that possible?
Something more urgent would always come up. There was nothing she could do. But performing a bioscan is the only way to be absolutely sure.
Das ist wohl wahr.
It's not going to be easy. First thing I need to do is get this device to Portal.
Be careful.
Ja.
And good luck.
I'll need it. I've found the device.
Ist das ein krasser Dude, ey.
Interference is gone. I have located Galvin's ship more precisely. He's in the Usonia system.
So then it worked.
This whole region was one of the most sacred for the ancient Takan. What many consider the birthplace of our civilization. See these comets and planetoids in the outer orbits? Based on their current trajectory, that's Galvin's destination. And legend tells us it's the location of what was once our largest arsenal.
Ach du Scheiße.
We needed it in the late stages of the Empire.
But
it was there as a precaution nonetheless.
Welche Art von Waffen?
What kind of weapons are in this arsenal?
It's difficult to know what would have survived from the time of the Empire, but be assured that the damage they have done so far by altering your current technology will be minuscule compared to proper Taconian firepower. If Galvin and the other Scions secure the arsenal, they will become extremely dangerous. My people had such power at the height of the Empire. The Takan were as gods, keeping absolute control over countless worlds. I must speak with them directly. However, the presence of this device is worrying. It's highly likely it was placed here by a Scion, hidden among your crew. And it is unlikely this interference device was the Scion saboteur's only trap. If we reach Galvin and the saboteur cripples your ship, we will be at their mercy. Even my powers will not be able to protect us. Do you know who it is?
Puh.
They may well do more damage if left alone.
Ich weiß es nicht genau. Überlassen Sie es mir.
Just leave that to me. I hope to resolve it soon.
The longer you wait, the more time we lose. Bioforming was so rare in the time of the Empire that I am not able to detect if it has taken place. Whoever you suspect, proof is something you will have to provide on your own.
I'll have it, once I've bioscanned the person I suspect. I just need to visit Dr. Duval.
That's quite the claim.
Ja.
Told me you were worried about him. But I never imagined this was what was wrong.
I wouldn't be asking you if there was any other possibility.
It would explain why Solano has been too busy for a bioscan lately.
As the ship's doctor, you have the authority to declare him unfit to serve.
If you're right, this is the worst case scenario. Challenging your own captain is a tall order. Are you sure you're prepared for this? If you fail, that's it. The end of your career. Maybe your life.
Puh. Ja, mit deiner Hilfe.
I don't know if I would be on my own. But with your support, I'm sure we can do it.
That smooth talking may come in handy. I'm in. We can't pull this off with just the two of us. I technically have the authority to make Solano undergo a scan, but in reality, he can and will refuse to do it. We need at least another member of the senior staff to support your claim, or this could all blow up in our faces. You better think long and hard about who you can trust.
Eieiei, Meuterei auf der Bounty, wa? Krass. Laut. Was war das jetzt? Haben die jetzt versucht, nochmal auf Warp zu gehen?
Thought we'd be stopped dead. At least stuck at impulse power.
The Takan enhancements must be able to brute force limited bursts of warp output.
Yeah, but they won't get to wherever they were headed at this rate. They're just limping along now.
So where does that put us?
Maybe I can answer that.
Finde eine funktionierende Konsole. Okay. Wie komme ich da ran? Gehen wir mal hier lang. Das war einfach. So. Wo ist mein Interaktionspunkt? Hier. Sternenkarte.
I got the ship's heading.
They've changed course. Drastically.
Looks like they're headed here. Usonia system. They might stop there.
Can we use the Zeldy's comms to signal your fleet?
Comm systems are locked.
Grab hold!
Oh! Ja, das würde ich mal vorwärts humpeln nennen, was die da machen.
The inertial dampeners can barely keep up. They keep forcing this ship to make these short warp jumps. They're going to tear it apart.
Zeldy is still made by a Lydian hand, despite all this Takan corruption. We'll hold.
We just gotta stay safe until Starfleet can find us.
Huh. Okay, chill out oder was? Na gut, was sollen sie machen?
Your people. Is there somewhere you go when you die?
Life after death? No. On my homeworld, some people think they can cheat death in a way by joining with the Trill symbiont. But that's not a life to me.
What about you? Is there another plane of existence for you?
Man kann es
With
nicht
every
wissen, man
passing
lebt ja immer.
battle, as I get older, I think about
Werden wir doch mal esoterisch. Ich glaube an ein Leben nach dem Tod.
I believe there's an afterlife.
You do?
Yeah.
Then you should understand this. My people have a special journey. When Lydians die, we rejoin our comrades, family, and ancestors.
On the parade grounds of Cirella?
That is just one part of it, but yes. Death is not the end for us. So, even if some part of Itasca remains, by letting the Takan use her body, at best we are delaying the inevitable next step for her. At worst, we are leaving her as a prisoner in her own mind. You want to save the transformed. So do I.
Now that I've seen it happen, does it make me a hypocrite to say he has a point? What if we can't get them back? We can't leave them like that, right?
I think Itasca would want to be released. To think of what she could be going through right now.
I know it's awful to think about, but if they're still alive, we can still try to help them. We lose that option once they're dead.
I had a sister, a twin. It's very rare among the Trill.
You never told me that.
She was one of the youngest hosts to ever join with the symbiont. A sentient creature that lives in our body. It's considered a great honor. The symbiont can bring centuries of knowledge and wisdom to the host. But sometimes, the symbiont personality suppresses the host entirely. My sister was the closest person in the world to me. I knew she would be different after joining. But she drew more and more distant The room we shared growing up was foreign to the both of us. And eventually she, or whoever she'd become, cut me out entirely. So I left for Starfleet and swore I'd never go back. I couldn't stand the thought of seeing her. Someone who looked like my sister. Sounded like her. But wasn't.
Wie bei Miranda?
So, losing Miranda like this, it opened an old wound.
Never really closed up in the first place.
You remind me of Itasca.
I do?
Bonds are not made by what runs through your veins, but the blood you spilled together. Itasca was my family in that way. I want you to know there is nothing I won't sacrifice to win this fight. But if we're lucky enough to survive, I'd be honored if you count me as one of your tribe. As Itasca was.
Even a couple of engineers like us?
Jetzt sind sie schon.
You are many things.
I don't need to wait that long. We've bled together. No one else will know what we've been through. That makes us a tribe. Right here.
I'll take that.
Na?
They not cease this madness.
Haben sie ihre Differenzen offensichtlich endlich überwunden. Ach du dickes Ei.
This place.
Is that the Veskar?
Ach du
Another one of
Scheiße.
yours?
Not anymore. They've corrupted it. Just like the Zeldi.
Now there are two ships. Did this just get better or worse?
It certainly doesn't bode well for the crew of the Veskar. So many
Es
lives
liegt an uns. Jawohl.
stolen.
We're really at the heart of this fight now. We just gotta figure out what we're gonna do about it.
This doesn't look like the Aphelion. What are they doing here?
You don't think they're just meeting their buddies?
Maybe, but then why are their buddies here?
Prepare for transfer.
The storm. It's back. What happened?
Hold on. Scanning. Tetrametric radiation is dropping. Zeldi's dropped to minimal power levels.
It's running off just the one warp core now.
That means...
They've sent the Cartabula to that other ship.
Ja, die wechseln jetzt rüber und fliegen weiter, würde ich sagen. Meuterei auf der Resolute, ne? Sag doch. Meuterei auf der Bounty. Tja.
Something wrong, Captain?
No, nothing's wrong.
Jetzt verhält er sich wirklich
In
seltsam.
fact, I was just going to call for you. I'm needed down in engineering. The bridge is yours.
Oh. Tja. Ja, an sie habe ich auch gedacht als zweite Person. Er wäre der Sicherheitschef, wäre eine logische Wahl. Puh. Wende dich an Bedrosian. Mit. Ihr... Ach nee, ich kann mich nicht an sie wenden, Mann. Wegen uns ist die blind.
Commander Irma, a word, please.
Of course, Commander.
Das geht nicht. Das geht nicht.
How can I help?
The captain may have been compromised. I have reason to believe he's been bioformed, and is now actively working against us.
Based on what?
Someone is sabotaging the mission. They planted a Taconian device in engineering. Captain Solano was in engineering while we were on Delphi Ardu-4, and he purposely evaded Dr. Duval's bioscan.
I know you're intensely loyal to Captain Solano, and have protected his interests from the start. Even if it skirts the boundaries of Starfleet regulations.
Tja.
That's exactly what the captain was hoping for when he brought you on as first officer. Why trust me with this? There were others you could have confided in. I may not have been the best choice.
Solano vertraut ihm.
Everyone knows you support the captain without fail. You're as steadfast as they come. Your voice will carry more weight than anyone else's.
I have always wanted the captain to succeed. That's all I hoped for. All we've been striving for with this mission. But now that hope may be gone. When we first met on the starbase, I told you about the accident that took so many of our crew. You said we paid a high price. We did pay, and still we came back. I'm not sure we will from losing our captain to the Takan, though.
We will survive this. I have Dr. Duval's support for relieving him of command. Once we get a bioscan of Captain Solano, we'll have the proof to make that happen.
He'll never agree to it.
He'll have to, if we confront him publicly. On the bridge. I need you to back me when he tries to refuse it.
You realize this will make you captain, don't you? Are you prepared for that? Especially under these circumstances. In this way.
Ich wollte nicht, dass das so kommt.
I hoped I would be captain someday, but I didn't want it to happen like this.
Sometimes greatness is thrust upon you, as they say. You have my support. When do we act?
Now. Dr. Duval is already on the bridge. She'll ask Solano to undergo a bioscan. Then we confront him when he refuses.
Into battle we go.
Tja. Also, den Sicherheitschef zu nehmen, ist doch die logische Wahl eigentlich, oder? Oh, der muss jetzt bloß noch wiederkommen, der olle Captain. Oder geht sie ihn jetzt holen? Nee. Mann, die steht immer da, als hätte sie Rasierklingen unter den Armen, ey.
It's now or never.
Captain Solano.
Commander Rydek, we need to talk about... Doctor? What brings you to the bridge?
Just a bit of housekeeping. You owe me a bioscan, Captain.
I don't have time for that right now.
It will only take a moment. I can't put this off any longer.
You can, and you will. All you'll find is that I'm quite reasonably under stress given the circumstances, and you aren't making it better. I'll find you in sickbay when I'm good and ready. Or, if you're gonna stand in the way of the mission, I can find you in the brig instead.
Das sind die Vorschriften.
It's merely protocol, Captain. All officers that touch alien soil have to be bioscanned.
I know the protocol. It's not more important than chasing down these Draconian marauders.
Commander Rydek is right, Captain. The safety of the ship is of paramount importance.
What is this?
We need you to comply with the scan, Captain.
That's enough. Drop this. All of you. I'm giving you a direct order, Commander Rydek. Stand down and go back to your post. Now. Do not make me tell you again. I've been a starship captain since before you were in the academy. I
Zu
won't
ihrem eigenen
stand for
Besten.
this.
This is for your own good, Captain.
This is for your own good as well. Security to the bridge. Arrest Commander Rydek. Take her to the brig.
On what charge?
Conspiring with the enemy and mutiny.
Wait. With all due respect, Captain, Commander Rydek deserves the chance to defend herself.
You have no say in this, Commander Ermont. Sit down.
I will not.
This is not Captain Solano. He's been bioformed. He's a scion.
You're out of your mind.
She can prove it.
He sabotaged our efforts to track Galvin with this. He planted it in engineering while we were down on Delphi Ardu 4.
Lies! Perpetrated by the only Takan in our midst, Portal 6-3. He's actively trying to divide us from within.
Captain Solano has refused to be bioscanned because he knows it will reveal he's a Scion.
Take her to the brig, or I'll do it myself. Oh!
Das war die Security. Nice. Sehr, sehr nice.
Wait! Stand down! That's an order!
This is outrageous. What is happening? Someone needs to make sense of this right now. We're going to run out of places to stash prisoners.
Ich kann beweisen, dass ich recht
I
habe.
can prove I'm right if you just give me a chance. If I'm wrong, then I will face the consequences.
I can't believe this is happening.
I'm going to settle this once and for all.
Hoffentlich war das kein Fehler. Dann seid ihr alle drei am Arsch, wenn er nicht korrumpiert ist.
Commander Rydick was right. Captain Solano has been compromised. He's been bioformed into a Takan.
Tja.
As the Chief Medical Officer of the USS Resolute, I am relieving Captain Zachary Solano of command.
Take him to the brig.
Aber wann haben die den korrumpiert? Na, als die auf dem Planeten waren, war Spock immer mit dabei. Dann müsste der doch eigentlich auch korrumpiert worden sein.
I'm fine. Are you okay?
It hardly seems real. All I can think right now is that I will miss the captain. I've known him for so long. To lose him like this, it's...
Die Hoffnung ist noch nicht verloren.
We don't know yet if bioforming is truly permanent. There's still some hope.
That is a bit of comfort. But I know better than to hope too much.
Eieiei. Ja, das ist jetzt erstmal dein Stuhl. Puh. Alle Blicke auf mir. Krass. Ganz mieses Gefühl. Scheiße. Na dann. Tja, nimm Platz.
Set course for the Usonia system. Maximum warp. It's time to face Galvin.
Yes, Commander. Sorry. Captain. On your command.
Engage.
Krasse Aktion. Krasse Aktion. Tja, was denen jetzt allen durch den Kopf geht, wa? Ha. Ganz, ganz miese Nummer. Ei!
We're taking fire!
Red alert! All hands to battle stations. Shield status.
Set to maximum, but with the algorithms compromised, they may not do much.
Captain, that other Ilidian ship is here.
The Zeldi?
We're outnumbered.
Captain, your orders.
Ausweichmanöver.
Evasive maneuvers.
Aye, Captain.
The Vescar's warp engines are powering up.
Ah. Fuck!
Our warp engines are offline.
That must have been their goal. They didn't want us to chase the Veskar.
According to my readings, they also took the Cartabula with them.
They're not breaking off. We have to destroy the Zeldi before it destroys us.
Diaz and Edsalar still over there?
They'll need to evacuate.
Tja.
Come on.
Ja, jetzt müsst ihr die Dinger erstmal wieder reparieren, ne?
I know we're here. Hurry. You got it?
Got it. Diaz to Resolute.
We read you, Diaz.
This is Ermot. It's good to hear your voice. Is Edsalar? Is she with you? Everyone wants to know.
She's right here. She can tell you herself.
I'm not dead yet.
Very good, Petty Officer.
Get us out of here?
I can't transport you out while the Zeldi's shields are up. Our phaser fire won't even get through. Is there another way off that ship?
We'll find a way.
Tja.
Whatever you do, you'll have to be quick about it, because we can't give you much more time. We can't evade the Zeldi forever.
Understood. Diaz out. We're gonna have to get out of here the old-fashioned way.
Lydian ships have no escape pods.
We can leave out that cargo bay we transported to before. But then there's the vacuum of space to contend with.
Those freight containers. Maybe we could use those to make an escape pod?
Is that even possible?
Klar.
We're gonna make it possible. Unless you have a better idea.
Let's go.
I've polarized the hull plating. That should allow us to take a few more hits.
Ah, der gute alte Trick mit der polarisierten Hülle.
Heading, Captain?
Angriffsmuster Delta. Was haben wir noch? Angriffsmuster Beta. Ich würde sagen, wir machen Beta.
Attack pattern Beta 3. Circle around that asteroid and come back firing.
Aye, Captain.
Ich finde ja, das Portal könnte einfach mal die Waffen verstärken.
Zeldi, in range.
Fire.
Fire!
Zeldi shields
Verpufft.
down to 82%.
Ah, scheiße.
We're doing damage, but they're hitting us right back. We'll run out of hull before we penetrate their shields.
Perhaps I can be of assistance.
Ja, das wäre schön.
I can modify your impulse engines to amplify their meager output and avoid more of their attacks. But I will need full access to your propulsion systems.
That goes against dozens of Starfleet regulations.
Not a security risk if the alternative is destruction.
Da hat er recht.
To me, it's simple. You can take this beating and hope you can weather it. Or will you put your trust in me? I've left everything behind for you. The least you can do is put your faith in me.
Ja, komm, Zugriff.
Commander Ermot, give Bortle access to the propulsion systems. You're going to have the ship in your hands. Don't let me down.
This will take a moment.
Endlich gibt's ein Upgrade. Okay. Krass. Da geht's ab wie Schwitzkatze. Wie geil ist denn das? So, dann bauen wir uns mal eine Rettungskapsel zusammen, oder?
Ship has let up its fire.
That gives us some time.
All right. One of these freight containers should do the trick.
Be quick.
We need one big enough for all of us to fit inside.
Der sieht doch gut aus.
Damn it, not this
No
one.
way this will hold up in a vacuum.
Sieht's hier aus?
Here we go. this'll work.
That's great, but it's not airtight yet.
No problem. We'll just seal it up.
This container is extremely heavy. Even with the containment field open, it won't leave the bay quickly. I'll find something to accelerate our exit.
Genau, macht das mal. Na dann. Phasern wir mal drauf los. Oh, die Cuts sind ja cool in dieser Szene, ey. Echt.
Glancing blow. Very little damage.
I cannot keep this up for long.
Their phaser banks are recharging. Now's our window. We have to strike back.
I agree.
Their next barrage could be our last. Better make this count.
Target their weapon systems. Take the teeth out of their bite.
That could make them run. Just like the Veskar, we'd lose Diaz and Etzelar again. Hit their engines. We've already lost the Veskar.
We need to protect ourselves first.
Fuck. Schieß auf die Waffen, verflucht.
Target their weapon systems.
Hi, Captain.
Die können ja nicht weit. Denen fehlen ja die Warp-Kerne. Gut, das könnt ihr auf der Brücke nicht wissen, aber...
Whoa. We gotta move it now.
These will give us the push we need.
Those are explosives.
We'll ride the blast right out of here. All set.
I'll set the containment field to deactivate, and then run back. We can detonate by remote.
We'll need to seal the doors from inside the container once we do.
Before all the air sucks out of the cargo bay.
Das wird aber ganz schöner Ritt, glaube ich. Alter Schwede. Na los, Stretch.
Just a few more moments.
Hurry!
Oh oh.
What are they doing in there?
Das macht's nicht so spannend. Sie juckt es nicht, oder was? Du kickst du, wa?
Help me!
No. Let the Khan get what they deserve.
Don't leave me to die.
I don't know. Can we really leave her?
Oh, sie ist keine Bedrohung. Ach, komm. Fuck.
She's not a threat. It's now or never.
This ship has no weapons. Sidran's going to ram it into your Federation ship. Please, Amenta.
It's not her.
No. I know it's not.
Carter, we have to seal the doors.
Don't leave me.
Oh Mann, ey.
Off the ship before it can crash into the Resolute.
Ah, fuck. Ah, ja, komm. Scheiße.
We're going.
Etzelar to Resolute.
I have the away team.
Go ahead.
We're about to exit.
We see the cargo bay containment field is deactivated.
Get that tractor beam ready.
Seldy's coming about.
They're going to charge the Resolute.
Direct collision would be catastrophic.
We can't wait any longer. We have to fire.
Captain, they're almost out of there.
We need to act fast.
Sie müssen erst raus da. Verflucht. Fuck, ey. Wir können nicht länger warten. Mist, Mist,
Can't
Mist.
wait for you, petty officer. Get out of there now.
Locked on and ready to fire.
Fire!
Oh, fuck. Alter Schwede.
Done.
Ready?
Aber sowas von.
Detonate.
Oh, 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 oh. Tja, und da sind wir in unserer selbstgebauten Erdruskapsel. Alter, was? Was ein Gefecht. Krass geil.
Tractor beams locked on. We have them. They'll be pulled into the docking bay shortly.
There's something else. I tracked a transporter signal to the planetoid moments before the Zeldi detonated.
Sidron.
There's a Takan structure there. It's the reason they were here. It's the reason we are here.
Okay.
Now.
Was haben sie gefunden? Ja, was haben sie gefunden?
What's down there?
Answers.
From what I can tell, it's larger than the structure on Tau.
Is this the Takan arsenal Galvin was after?
Legend says this region once held the sacred mysteries of the Takan Empire. Our greatest treasure. Our most fearsome technology.
Okay.
I want a full security detail. Westbrook, Bridrosian, you're with me. Mr. Ermont, you have the con.
Wait. You're not the first officer anymore.
Das ist richtig.
The captain is supposed to stay with the ship.
Auch das ist richtig.
Surprised Lieutenant Bedrosian didn't raise that first.
I thought Captain Rydek knew what she was doing.
Willst du mich an die Seitenlinie drängen? Das ist zu wichtig. Der Captain entscheidet. Das ist zu wichtig.
You're right. But this is too important for me to sit out. You'll just have to make sure nothing happens to me down there.
Of course, Captain.
We'll deal with the first officer vacancy when we return. Until then, Mr. Ermont?
Yes, Captain.
Oh Mann, wer soll denn jetzt mein erster Offizier werden? Das Arsenal der Ewigkeit. Oh ja, das klingt schon geil.
Any sign of Sidron?
Not that I can see.
High alert, everyone. The enemy could be anywhere. Follow my lead.
It's a short mission, all right?
That's the plan.
I'm no security officer. But I'll do my best to make sure nothing happens to you, Captain.
Sollte ich den Phaser schon rausholen? Sieht aber auch schon wieder geil aus hier, ey.
Phasers should make quick work of the ice.
Na dann. Phasern wir das Eis mal weg. Schmilzi mehr geschmilzen sind. Okay. Noch mehr davon. So, ganz schön eingefroren hier alles. Schönes Winterwunderland. Oh, geil. Was ist denn das? Abgefahren. Alter Schwede, abgefahren. Krass. Okay. Ich sag's immer wieder, dieses Spiel hat das Star Trek Flair so richtig gut eingefangen.
Is this another Takan vault?
I don't see a way in.
The vault in the mines was already open.
There must be some way to activate it.
Suchen Sie nach einer versteckten Tür. Wir können es aufsprengen. Vielleicht kann das Portal es öffnen.
Portal, can you open it? It is a Taconian vault.
I thought you'd never ask.
Ist ja auch die logischste Wahl.
You're welcome. Best keep it simple. Sometimes the answer is staring you right in the face.
Nicely done.
Beeindruckend. Wirklich beeindruckend. Finde Sidron. Krass. Ist das ein krasses Gewölbe, ey. Das sieht richtig gut aus. Hammer, echt. Wow.
Spread out. Let's see what we can find. And stay on high alert. We don't know where the Takan that beamed down here could be.
You will need my help, Commander.
How so?
Traversal here is trivial for a Takan, but only a Takan. When you come across a device you cannot use, merely call my name.
Will do. Thank you.
Okay, na denn. Da schwebt zum Beispiel mal irgendwas. Wäre doch schon mal so ein Anfang, oder?
This pattern resembles the transporter device Petty Officer Maris used to escape the Resolute. Portal 6-3?
You wish to make use of this device?
It's a transporter of some kind?
It allows Takan to move through space instantly a short distance. Very convenient. I will activate the system for you.
Aha.
Where does it go?
I'm not sure. The markings here must be from after my time.
Well, only one way to find out.
Tja. Untersuche das Gewölbe. Ja, machen wir. Sind wir schon dabei. Okay, das wird jetzt so eine Art Irrgartenrätsel, denke ich mal. Es scheint ja nur einen Weg hier erstmal zu geben. Wenn es nur die leuchtenden Dinger sind auf dem Boden. Hier hat man 2 Abzweigungen. Und ich komme von da, oder? Bin mir nicht sicher.
Do you know what this place was used for?
It feels familiar, but I'm not certain. The Empire was vast. I did not know every corner of it, and much was built after I became a portal. However, Takan would not build such a place without something precious to protect.
Whatever that is, we have to find it before Galvin does.
Huh?
Portal? What is that void down there?
Space, folding upon itself. A fairly simple concept.
Okay.
For a Takan, perhaps?
I advise against falling in.
Okay, jetzt bin ich wieder vorne. Nur weil ich ihn angequatscht habe, oder was? Na gut. Rinky Pinky. Gehen wir mal hier lang. Halt Trial and Error. Das sieht nach einer Sackgasse aus. Okay. Kommen wir der Sache näher, denke ich. Das sieht doch gut aus. Die Mucke ist auch so krass. Puh. Scannen, was wir scannen können. Das sieht gut aus hier.
Soil. Just soil. It's not from this planet, nor any planet in the Federation database.
Okay. Konsole. Das ist ebenfalls eine Konsole. Okay, krass. Kann ich nicht anquatschen. Untersuchen wir mal diesen fremden Boden.
Why is this here?
This is soil from the homeworld. Our capital system. This isn't an arsenal. It's a temple of the ancients. Sacred ground to the Takon. I took my oath as a guardian of the Empire in a place just like this.
Okay. Na denn, zeig mal.
You cannot imagine the look of pride in my parents' eyes as they said goodbye. Forever. Sorry. This is the first I've seen of anything new from the Takon Empire in a very long time.
Ja, das muss schon krass sein.
I'm sure you're familiar with the feeling. That sense of loss. I thought I was ready for it. But it cuts to the core of your being.
I'm so sorry to put you through this. I know it must be difficult.
Don't apologize. I'm glad I came. This means a great deal to me.
Can you use this to find out more about what Galvin is after?
The information's encrypted. I can only discern that it's a warship.
Uh-huh.
No. It's the Aphelion. Perhaps the most powerful Takonian ship ever built. I can't access the full file, but looking through the ship's schematics, it appears to be equipped with some sort of experimental, highly advanced transporter technology.
Mhm.
Transporter technology? For what?
Captain, you better come see this.
Was kommt denn jetzt? Was hat sie da gefunden? Oh nein.
There are more up ahead.
From the looks of it, I'd say someone left in a hurry.
Probably right around the time we showed up.
Ach, du dickes Ei. Wenn das alles so eine Stäbe sind, dann ist das ja eine ganze Bevölkerung hier. Alter! Ei. Ei, ei, ei.
I've seen these before, in the other vault. And if all of those are the same as this, then there must be
Hundreds of millions, if not billions. All that remains of the Tekon civilization. Distinct person.
Okay.
Still in form.
Tausende dieser Behälter mitgenommen.
Preserved for all eternity.
Puh.
Given the size of this vault, there must have been tens of thousands of these cases, representing billions and billions of Tekon.
A threat on a truly massive scale. One your Federation can't easily contend with. What you have to understand is, these life forms were preserved for the benefit of the Tekon civilization, as a means of safeguarding the health and well-being of any Tekon, should they fall prey to illness or injury. They were never intended to be used for this purpose.
There you are wrong. This was always their purpose, to restore the glory that was lost.
Ei, ei. Feuern.
Congratulations on your first victory in battle, Captain Rydek. You killed a great many of my compatriots, some that I've known for millennia. Are you proud of how much death you've caused? Each Tekon life is precious.
Das ist deine Schuld, du Vogel.
Centuries of knowledge and culture, lost with each one you murder.
Your friends died because of you. If you hadn't attacked us, there could have been a peaceful solution.
I've seen the kind of results diplomacy gets in this era. You can hardly blame me for wanting a quicker result. Thankfully, I don't have to convince you of anything. We'll all be on the same side soon enough.
Ei, 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 ei,
You
ei.
can't just bioform whoever you want. Not without a fight.
Ah, but that's just it. There won't be a fight. In fact, most won't even know what's happened. One minute you're standing there as you. The next you're standing here as one of us.
He's talking about mass transformation. That's what the Aphelion was built for.
The transporter. It'll reconstitute your DNA and bioform you into a Tekon in the blink of an eye. This is what they'll use as ammunition.
In a manner of speaking, yes. Of course, that's the simple version.
Das ist
But
abscheulich.
the end result will be the same.
Ja, das ist abscheulich.
You're talking about a crime against sentient life on a mass scale.
Or an evolutionary process where the strongest and most capable survive. The Aphelion is on its way here as we speak. Now it's only a matter of time. You can't delay that which is inevitable. Which makes your next decision fairly simple, brother. You are, after all, a portal.
I am.
Your sole purpose is to serve as a guardian of the Tekon Empire. But you stand here surrounded not by your fellow Tekon, but by members of the Federation. By people who deny our fundamental right to exist. You swore an oath to protect the Empire. And I can only assume...
Portal ist der einzig wahre Tekon.
There is only one true Tekon here, and that's Portal. You're a scion, a disgrace to the memory of the Tekon, brought back through unnatural means.
I only tolerate your presence so long as you continue to amuse me. Which side are you on?
Ja, das will ich jetzt wissen, ja. Ei.
Captain Rydak, long-range sensors suggest a massive spacecraft approaching in the distance.
The time has come. I hope we speak again, brother.
Feuer. Ah, war zu erwarten. Fuck.
Estimated time to contact, 6 minutes and counting.
We can't stay here. We have to get back to the ship.
And we have to preserve these souls. We must take them back to your ship.
Those crystals are ammunition to be used against us. We have to destroy them. Bombard the site from orbit.
I'll decide, once we're safely aboard the Resolute. 4 to transport.
Ei. Oh. Ah, die ist doch übernommen, ey. Die ist 100%.
Captain. I lost my eyes because of you. And still, I've always stood by you. But if you bring those things on board, I'll have no choice but to resign.
If they're taken to the Aphelion, they will be forced into new bodies, brought back to life in a way they never asked for.
They're not living beings, but they're still dangerous. And if you don't make decisions to protect us, we're gonna end up like Solano. You, me, the entire crew. We're all next.
Oh.
2 minutes and counting. It's headed straight toward the vault. The Aphelion is coming into view now, Captain.
On screen.
Ach du Scheiße. Ach du dickes Ei.
Arrival at the second vault in less than a minute.
Oh fuck.
I would remind you, those life forms are Takon, not science. Takon. They're not your enemy.
Right or wrong, history will judge you for this moment.
Fuck. Bombardiert die Scheiße. Das muss ein Ende haben.
Destroy the vault.
Fuck.
Aye, Captain.
Fühl mich nicht gut damit.
Firing photon torpedoes.
Ei. Weiß echt nicht, ob das die gute oder die schlechte Entscheidung war. Für ihn ist es ein Schock. Fuck. Und für sich ist es in irgendeiner Form Massenmord. Aber andererseits sind die ja schon alle tot. Das ist echt schwer.
Again. As I was for all those years.
Oh, fuck.
Bringing those Takon on board was too big a risk, and I couldn't leave them there. They could be used to bioform more of my crew, or even—
I do not need your rationalization for mass murder. Your actions speak loudly enough.
Ah, fuck.
Captain, the Aphelion is targeting us. Approaching rapidly.
They hit us with that bioforming ray, and it's over. Maximum warp. Get us out of here.
Where, Captain?
Anywhere but here. Now!
Oh oh. Krass. Echt krass. Gut, meine Lieben, dann würde ich an dieser Stelle auf jeden Fall Schluss machen. Und ja, das nächste Kapitel oder die nächsten Kapitel dann gewohnt am Sonntag wieder. Da geht's dann weiter. Freunde, danke euch fürs Zusehen. War mir ein Fest.